Recently, things haven't been looking so good for Android. Back in March, Google lost a court case against Oracle, and back at home, they've been working more and more on Flutter, a platform for developing apps that targets both Android and iOS. But while both of these aren't good news for Android, they're also not Android's biggest threat. Android's biggest threat is Fuschia, an operating system created by Google that showed up on GitHub in 2016. Though to understand Fuschia, we need to go back even further to 2015 and the launch of Windows 10. Windows 10 does something really interesting. Instead of having different operating systems for desktop and mobile, it's all just one operating system. This is something Google's been working towards for a while. With Android for mobile and Chrome OS for desktops, it's not hard to see why Google would benefit from a shared codebase. In fact, they tried creating a shared codebase before with the Andromeda project. It was supposed to be a sort of hybrid between Android and Chrome OS. They even had a couple of devices planned to show off this new operating system. But in the end, Google decided to leave Andromeda behind, and now we have Fuschia. So is Google dropping Android? Probably not. Or at least not for a long time. While Fuschia does look like Google's second shot at creating Android, it's still in its infancy. And if Google lets it grow up, we'll get plenty of warning before we need to make any changes. However, unlike Andromeda, it looks like Fuschia might be able to make it. For one, to create an app in Fuschia, you use Flutter. And after getting sued by Oracle, it makes a lot of sense to give up Java for something created in-house. Also, while news about Fuschia is sparse, a developer did comment that it's not a toy or a 20% project, so we know it's something being actively worked on at Google. Android started out almost 15 years ago, and at the beginning, the plan was to make an operating system for digital cameras. Since then, there's been dozens of Android releases all building off that same framework. With Fuschia, instead of just an update, Google may finally get a chance to completely rewrite the framework. Fuschia is a logical idea. As phones have become as powerful as computers, it makes sense for computers and phone software to be the same and be built using the same codebase. Even so, Fuschia is years away from replacing Android, and not in a state that you should be considering developing apps for it.